If, like me, you're unable to practice at the moment, the team have kindly put together a few gentle exercises to try and keep everybody fit and healthy during this period, so that when we are able to get back on table again, we're all fit and ready to go. Enjoy. Okay, so let's start with a nice warm-up, nice and simple one to begin with, jogging on the spot. Away we go. Remember with this, when you're doing this, good knee lift, but also working the arms in tandem with that. And you can see from the side there, left leg, right arm. But also if you want to change tempos and you can go to a marching tempo, yeah, just a little bit easier, choice is up to you, okay? And again, we're going to do this for 30 seconds, followed by a 20-second rest. Okay, the next one we're going to do called tap backs. This is where we take the right foot back, but at the same time arms coming forward, back into the upright position, and then left foot back, arms forward. Yeah. Just show you that from the side there. Try to keep the hips and shoulders aligned when you do this, nice and straight. And just a few more. And relax. Okay, next exercise is jogging on the spot, but this time we're going to add an hop with the right leg, back to jogging on the spot, and then we're going to hop with onto the left leg, and then continue that process through. Every 3 to 5 seconds, try to include the hop. Okay, so let's have a go. Away we go. Try to keep good balance when you do the hopping. And back again. Show you that from the side. Okay, next exercise is standing crunches. Again, we start with jogging on the spot, but every few seconds we're going to take the right elbow to the left knee, continue to jog, followed by left elbow to the right knee, then back into the jog. Okay, 30 seconds, away we go. And from the side. And relax. Okay, final part of the warm-up. A movement we should all be familiar with. This is a sidestepping. Find 2 objects. I've got cones here, you can use anything, drinks bottles or cups or whatever, approximately 5 meters apart, and we're simply going to sidestep between those 2 positions. Nice rhythm, and again, for intensity purposes, if you want to make it harder, just go a little bit quicker, but do it at your own pace. Okay, and nice and low posture, and away we go. Try to keep good rhythm and try to go down to touch the cones, all the water bottles when you're doing this. Try to stay in that low position as you're moving across. And one more, and stop there. Okay, so now we're going to start with some lower limb exercises. First one we're going to do is some crab walks. We start by getting into a squatting position, keeping the back straight, and we're going to hold that for 3 seconds before we then take 3 steps to our right, 2, hold in that position, 3, then we're going to squat 3 times, and then we're going to move to the left 3 steps and repeat that process 3 times. Okay, are we ready? 3, 2, 1. And again, if you want to make this a bit harder, you can just squat a little bit deeper when you do this. Try to hold that low posture as you're moving across. Feel the burn in the legs. Nearly there. And relax. Okay, next exercise for lower limb are called Arabesques, involving a little bit of balance here. So first of all, I'll put my weight onto my right leg, taking my left leg back, but at the same time, right arm forward. Try to hold that for a period of time, and then we're going to change that position, standing on the left leg, right foot going back, and left arm going forward. And we're going to keep alternating between those 2 things. Okay, just show you from this way, and away we go. Try to maintain good balance whilst doing this. Try to keep the hips in line to aid that balance. One more. And relax. Okay, next one we're going to do some simple lunges, but again, just important to get the right techniques on this one. So hands on hips when we do this, and then stepping forward, trying to keep everything in line and trying to take the knee down as close to the floor as possible, but keeping the back nice and straight, then back up into the upright position, changing legs and repeating that process as so. I'll just show you that from the side. Away we go. Try and keep everything in line when you do this. Makes it a lot easier. And again, if you want to make it slightly harder, you just lunge slightly further forward, using a little bit more muscle to push yourself back up. One more, and away we go. Okay, the next one we're going to do are called bridge raisers. So to do this one, we're going to get onto the floor. Start by laying flat with your back on the ground, lifting your knees together there, and then coming up into what we call the bridge position. Hands helping you by keeping flat on the ground, and we're going to hold that position. If you want to do this and make it a little bit more difficult, we can alternate by pointing the toe forward for 3 seconds in a straight line, changing over, and then using the other leg to do the same. Trying to keep the body nice and straight. You can feel the glutes squeezing. And relax. Okay, next one we're going to do requires us being on the floor again. This time we're going to do what we call clams. So lying on your side, bending the knees, bringing them together up, and this time we're going to take the left knee up, squeezing the glute at the back, but keeping feet together and in line with my back. So there we go, lifting and lowering. Again, feel the glute fairly tight whilst you're doing this. Remember with this one, when we've done this side for 30 seconds, we're going to repeat by turning over and doing it with the right leg. And relax and change. Okay, so now we're going to start some core exercises. Recommendation for this is if you try to go through each of these exercises twice each. First one we're going to do is called dead bugs. So again, we start by lying on the ground and bringing the legs up into a 90-degree position there. This time we're going to point both arms to the sky, and we're going to start off by right leg and right arm dropping down, but before hitting the ground, coming back up into that same position, followed by left leg, left arm going down, pointing straight, and then coming back up, and just repeating that process, alternating between left and right. If you want to make this exercise a little bit easier, you can just use the legs, keeping the arms in the upright position, but otherwise right arm, right leg, changing left arm, left leg. Okay, the next core exercise we're going to do is called toe taps. So again, this time lying down on the back, bringing the knees up into the 90-degree position, resting your hands just underneath your back, lower back there, trying to keep connected to the ground, bringing the feet up into that 90-degree position. And this time we're going to tap down alternately just with the toes, bringing it back up and changing feet and up, just gently and controlled. Working the abs. And last few. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, next core exercise we're going to do is called Supermans. So we're going to get down on all fours, trying to keep shoulders in line with the hands down there. And this time what we're going to do, we're going to go with the left arm and right leg, holding in that straight position. We try to hold for 5 seconds and then back into the position and change right arm, left leg. Again, holding for 5 seconds and keep alternating between the two. muscles working in the lower back. And when you finish that, just another little tip is to stretch out, stretch the lower back there, nice and loose, and relax. Next we're going to go into shoulder taps. For this we go down into a press up position, and then alternately we're going to use right hand to left shoulder, left hand to right shoulder. There to there, trying to keep the position fairly stable. To make this exercise a little bit easier, if you want to do that from the knee position, there. Or back into the press up position. And relax. Okay, so the final core exercise we've got for your side plank dips. So this time we're going to get down. First of all, get into the plank position. So again, elbow underneath the shoulder, nice straight body if you can, and also stacking the feet on top of each other. And when you've got into that position, you start to dip the hip to the ground and then back up again. And remember with this one, when we've completed one side, we're going to turn over and repeat and do from the other side. And last couple, and relax. Okay, next exercise is a balance exercise with a little bit of stretching involved. Going to imagine that you stood in the center of a clock. First of all, I'm going to stand on my left leg. I'm going to take my right leg forward, coming back. Then it's going to go out to the side, and then back, and then finally going out to the other side, and then back. And then we're going to repeat with the other leg to the side, behind, and then to the other side and back, and keep changing. And then from this side. Relax. Okay, do a little bit of stretching then now. Going to do a quad stretch. So to do this, recommend just either using something fairly stable so you can keep your balance whilst you do it. So I'm going to stretch my right quad, bringing that right quad back, keeping the knees fairly close together, and again I can feel that fairly tight, not painful but not far off, and try to hold that stretch for up to 30 seconds. Remember, when you've stretched one leg with this, we need to change over again, using something stable to hold on to, and repeat that on the other leg. If you do want to make this stretch a little bit harder, a little bit more effective, you can always get up onto your toes as well and just pull back slightly harder as well. And again, I can feel that pulling a little bit tighter. Okay, but take it easy, don't want any injuries. Just want to have a good cool down and relax. Okay, next stretch we're going to do is try and stretch the calves out. Again, I'm using a chair. You can use a wall, or you might be able to do it without any of that, but I'm going to use this to maximize the stretch. So again, depending on how big you want to stretch, depends how far you push the foot back, but also really important to try to push the heel towards the ground. And again, I can feel the calf tightening up and stretching whilst we're doing that. If I want to go a little bit deeper, just take the foot back a little bit further, but again, try to push the heel down towards the ground to maximize that stretch. And again, hold 30 seconds. When you've done that, change legs, repeat on the other side. Okay, next stretch is a hamstring stretch. So down onto the floor again, knees together but bent and relaxed. This time I'm going to start with the right. Going to bring that right leg towards me here, using my hands to get behind it. Try to keep the leg fairly straight but not uncomfortably so, and gently ease towards yourself until you feel a nice stretch going all the way down the hamstrings. Again, if I want to make it more effective, I'm just going higher on the leg and pulling it further towards. But again, we don't want injuries, just do it until you can feel a nice stretch on there. And try to hold for 30 seconds. And again, then repeat the same process on the other leg. Okay, one more stretch we're going to do is the groin stretch. So for this one, in a sitting position, going to bring the feet together there, pull towards yourself, try to get your hands around your feet, and if you can, push your knees down towards the ground. That will increase the effectiveness of the stretch. The other thing that will also do that is bringing the feet closer to the body. Yeah, and again, you can feel quite tight in the groin area. But again, it's this real good stretch to finish off after doing exercise. Yeah, pushing my knees down, I can feel that tightening up a little bit more. Again, you've got to gauge how far to do that in order to get a good stretch. And relax. Okay, hope you enjoyed that little workout with me today. And on behalf of everyone at Table Tennis England, please stay safe and well. And we really look forward to seeing you soon playing table tennis again.